Misty Blue with Bourbon Plus, and we are hanging out with Drew today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
This has been on my bucket list, actually. So,
Cool.
Not just for your music and your talent, but also to be able to drink whiskey.
Also for my love of bourbon.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and do a little tasting, and we're going to start out with your favorite, the 5-year.
Great.
Here we go. And we're only going to keep it to about 3/4 of an ounce, so we don't get too silly. There we go. My favorite part of a tasting is to check out the color, see what we're working with. Obviously, this is aged for at least 4 years. It's a 5-year. So.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It's very important to me that we get back into the age-stated situation. You know, I feel like so much bourbon these days, you don't really know what you're drinking.
Correct.
And I always look for the age, so I was glad we could do that.
Well, it's starting a trend because, you know, our Big Brother Wild Turkey, you know, that legacy brand, they've actually started putting age statements back on their bottles. So
Yep.
The trend has started. So let's go ahead and do a nose. Oh, she is sweet.
I got a little caramel, a little cedar.
It's coming out as really bright to me. So almost like that spring honeysuckle.
Yeah. Yeah, because even though it's, 5 years, it's still pretty young, you know.
Well, my favorite part of the whiskey tasting is the actual tasting.
Yeah,
So.
cheers.
There we go.
And this, compared to our older releases, we decided to go pretty far back down the ladder on the proofing front.
Yeah.
Just creating accessibility. What I found, and I think the other guys on that are part of the brand, we found that in our own collections, we tend to be we're drinking like the lower proof stuff, the 105 and below, and these super hot things are just sitting there gathering dust.
Yeah, because I mean, if you want to taste more than one whiskey in a night, you want to kind of travel the road.
Yeah, you go up. Yeah, you got to go up the ladder.
Yeah, and it's harder. I mean, when some of these 121s and 124s, and unfortunately, I've had a night where there's about 6 or 7 of those.
I've had a few of those nights too.
I like that this enters the palate, tip of the tongue. You get the tingle.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, it's got to be super high rye content to give you that tingle, which the American palate really loves. So I love the tingle. So
yeah, and it's it's definitely got a decent bit of rye in it. But it's not a high rye like a standard, know.
God, it's beautiful.
It is good, right? So you kind of get lost in it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's giving some baking spices, I think, which is good because the nose was so bright. Your palate kind of prepares you for something that might be on the sweeter side.
Yeah.
But then you taste it and it gives you that spice. And
it's still grip. Yeah, grip is the right word. Yeah, it still has a little authority, you know.
Where was the first place you drank this?
In my living room with my wife. Well, actually, that's not true. I mean, when I say that, I mean the packaged version. Yeah. I mean, I drank it straight, when we were blending it, so pulling it out of the barrels and in all sorts of 40 glasses in front of us and doing all sorts of mixes and going, what about this and this? So I was a part of that, which was really fun for me. But the first time I had it sort of finished was in the living room with my wife, who did not like bourbon until Sweetens Cove. She was not a bourbon drinker. She was she liked tequila and gin mainly. She's a gin and tonic girl. But now she's a paper plane girl. And
really?
we got her off the gin, got her over to America, drinking bourbon.
Well, you've done your part. One gin drinker at a time, right?
That's right.
Well, I could see, too, if you do like gin, this is a great bourbon because it does have that little kick, that little spice in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe with a tonic, too. Wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah. I should try that. Yeah, I've never even done that. Is there a cocktail that does the tonic and whiskey?
I've only tried a few, and neither of them
didn't
were
land.
great. No.
Too much sugar.
Yeah. Some highball cocktails can kind of... But you've got to be a higher proof bourbon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as tasting notes go, a lot of watchers, subscribers, readers, they like to hear, the buzzwords. So.
Yeah.
Food, flour, season, spice. Is there any specific flavor coming out for you?
See, I like to sort of think about flavors. I mean, obviously we can do some of those as well. I mean, there's definitely a little butterscotch. on the nose, but like you said on the taste, there's definitely a good bit of sort of sweet oak in it. I like the honeysuckle that's there, but it's more of it smells like friendship and
See, there we go.
tastes like birdies.
There you go. That's perfect. Well, I'm going to leave a tiny bit in my glass so I can
Yeah,
compare.
I'm gonna have to add some because I didn't.
There we go.
Whoops. All right.
Well, whatever you don't drink, we will help you drink after you had a different. All right, so this is number 6 or the 6th year, and this is wheated.
Yeah.
All right.
Rare for Tennessee,
Very rare.
so it's fun. Yeah.
And then with wheated whiskeys, the nose is a lot more delicate. So a lot of the times with wheated whiskeys, I like
It
to
kind of takes it a minute,
yeah, dunk the nose instead of opening the mouth like I normally would. I close my mouth, and really take it in. A lot of these higher proof whiskeys you can't do that with.
Yeah, because they just knock you over.
And this is beautiful. And to your point, maybe not so much a buzzword, but this smells like a dance to me.
See,
you go.
let's get off the food thing. What does it make you feel?
Exactly.
What do you want to do when you drink this?
What do you get?
Yeah, dancing, songwriting.
There we go.
This one has a little bit of a, to me, it sort of reminds me of the like post dinner sit around the fire.
Well, if this one was spring, this one feels like fall. to
Yeah,
me.
absolutely. Yeah,
All right, well, cheers to
we're
that.
coming into fall, so yeah.
Ooh,
It's got a great finish.
it goes right to the roof of the mouth. It kind of gives you that wash down the back of your throat. It's moving. I think the wheat probably helps do that.
We definitely have a lot of wheated fans sort of in the family. Folks that kind of came to their love of bourbon through, a lot of people, Makers is like such a great entry point for people's love of bourbon. And then the Weller, Pappy craze over the last decade is certainly, but there's not been a lot of that in Tennessee. So it was fun to find this option and to create this blend. Obviously, we're not sure if we'll be able to keep doing it forever.
No. Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, wheat obviously grows differently than corn, and there's a lot of corn around here. So
plenty of corn.
yeah. So what I also love about this is it feels like after you've had a sip or two, with the bourbon, it had a nice smooth finish, but with this, it kind of gives you that spice that lingers a little bit on your tongue.
And on your teeth too, like a little
The
extra.
gums right here.
Yeah, yeah.
So in a cocktail, I feel like this would sing
Yep.
because then it would make you want to eat and drink and eat and drink.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like Manhattan, old fashioned.
Oh yeah.
Like get the little bite here, and then get the smoothness to sort of take off the edge of a Manhattan.
Do you guys do some signature cocktails on the website?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trying to develop those. There's every brand does the same. Every bourbon is like old fashioned old fashioned Manhattan. We're trying to sort of come up with some new ones. We're not rushing into it, because we've only had the juice here for a few months, and so we're kind of going to be releasing those ideas over time. And like to hear from the mixologists. Like, what do you? Just like the golf course, we want this to be invitational, not like this is how you need to experience our bourbon. It's like, how do you see it? How do you want to play around with it?
I could see that campaign going really well. Like,
Yeah, hey,
vying for an opportunity to make a signature cocktail for
Yeah.
the brand.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be down for that.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go back and forth real quick. Ooh, now. Ooh. I don't know why. I always gender my whiskeys. I don't know why, but I feel like she is a she for sure. And he
A
is
spicy she.
Yeah, a spicy she. Different layers.
A dapper, mature he.
And then he finishes the sentence almost,
Yeah. But not in like an interrupty sort of way. Right.
Only after his 4th bourbon. Occasionally.
He doesn't mansplain until half the bottle's gone.
Correct. Of the two, obviously, we know that the 5 year is your favorite. Why is that?
Well, I was surprised by that because I've always, like I said, I've been a fan of the weeded, but when I find at home, I find myself sort of coming back to the 5-year. It's hard to find a bourbon that has like a nice bite to it, but that is also smooth, and that's what I like about it. You know, I feel like it sort of comes at you in like a lot of flavor, but then you're like, oh yeah, I can sip this, you know, for a long time. So I've been surprised by the 5. That's been sort of the common thread in our text conversations is they're both so good. I keep kind of find myself pouring more of the 5. You know,
It sounds like it's the classic for you then.
yeah, it's the classic. That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is a fun, a very fun, cool idea, and I think that we will continue to develop. But this feels like, I think we've found our sort of gold standard for our story.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It was my personal favorite too. So
Oh, good.
I'm glad we agree.
Hey, awesome.
I do have a little surprise for you.
Okay.
If you are a whiskey fan, which I know you are,
I am.
I collect some old school vintage whiskeys.
Oh, now we're talking.
So I didn't want to overwhelm you with the full collection. But I did bring you some fun ones.
Love it. I love a surprise.
All right. 2015. I brought you a distillery release from Kentucky,
cool.
from Woodford, if you'd like to taste.
I would love to taste. This is my proof point too. Yeah. Come on.
And then we've got 2018.
Yep.
So this is the third release from Lynchburg. So we will start with 2015 Woodford Distillery release. And this is still when Chris Morris was the master distiller before it went to a woman.
Wow. Yeah, that's great.
So summer of 2015 Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey sweet mash reduction. So and they heat and cool their barrel houses. So what takes 5 years tastes like it might be 10 year.
Yeah. Okay.
Little trick they use. Well, I think we're going to have to finish it since the cork is
Let's see. We're going to see if does the other cork fit.
it sure does. There we go.
There you go.
Awesome. All right, so we got a 2018 for you. Since it is a Tennessee whiskey, and we are in Tennessee, I'll pour you
Yes,
this
let's
guy.
do it.
And then I'll...
I'm so proud of the work that they've been doing in the last 5 years to sort of,
Oh,
you know, keep up with everybody else's
innovation.
innovation. Yeah, they did an amazing job.
There we go. Now this one's super dark.
Yeah.
This was the
Can
hickory.
I see it?
Yep. Smoked hickory, so they put the staves just almost like Maker's Mark used to do with,
Yeah.
or still does, with their...
So yeah, so the staves are how are they? They put them inside the barrel. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
From what I remember, it's
like
been
the proof,
some many years. So this one is 7 years old now. In the bottle.
You're trying to get me in trouble.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's got some smoke on top of it, doesn't it?
Ooh.
That's the char. Yeah, man, that is great. Very cool.
And since we are in Tennessee, this is all I've got left from a bottle of 1982.
Come on.
Exactly.
What a great year.
That's the year I was born.
Me too.
Heck yeah.
This is awesome.
So
How fun. This is so cool.
now you get
Thank
to
you
keep
for
this
sharing.
bottle. Actually,
This is very generous of you.
of course. My friends informed me you were a good whiskey drinker, so and a fan.
So, I mean, let's talk about 1982. You know, I know a lot of great people born in 1982.
Misty Blue Stewart, Drew Holcomb.
This is really cool.
So that's the original bottle. Label still attached, obviously. You're welcome to keep that as a gift.
Are you serious? Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's very generous of you.
Tax stamp still on.
Yeah, I love it. I love all these awards. 1904 St. Louis Exposition, 1905 Liège, Belgium, 1913 Ghent, Belgium, all the way up to 1954. That's cool. They still do this?
No.
No, I was going to say that's...
Well, you need to start listing your awards on your bottles.
Esquire's #1 celebrity bourbon.
That's right. Cheers to you. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
or something to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
effect.
we're close. All right, so how long have you had this bottle?
Since my 40th, so
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. 40s are the new 30s. We know this.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a foregone conclusion.
Well, I know we were just tasting the rest, but we're going to have to finish this.
Oh, I'm definitely finishing this.
Well,
yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for hanging out with us
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having me. This has been awesome.